Hey y'all. So I was placed here by Corvia Consulting about 4 months ago. And then once Corvia found me a job, I was brought here by my school to be flown over. You know, they paid for it and all that wonderful, wonderful, fabulous stuff. And since here, I've been chilling and teaching and not getting into any kinds of trouble or mischief whatsoever. Just being a little angel foreigner in Korea. But anyway, so right now I'm going to talk about the 5 things that Korean lifestyle has taught me so far. So, number 1. How to get what you want in Korea. There are multiple ways to do this. You can pay for things. You can ask nicely. You can ask in Korean. You can demand things. But my personal absolute favorite is to use aegyo. So in Korea, part of the Korean lifestyle as a female, and as a male occasionally as well, is to use your aegyo to get things. So here's your 1, 2, 3s of aegyo. Take notes. Okay. 0. Boy boy. Okay. 1. 2. 3. 4. Okay, and 5. Okay, so let's use this in a sentence, shall we? 오빠, Louis Vuitton 주세요. Louis Vuitton 주세요. 오빠, 고마워. The second thing I've learned here is to be open to other cultures. And for example, one thing would be, in my school, there are no regular toilets in the girls' bathroom. There are no regular toilets. And so when I first came here, I thought to myself, squatter toilets are one big old ball of nope. But it seems that I don't have a choice. In my school, you kind of have to do it or hold it forever. I mean, not that girls do anything. We just brush our teeth in there. Put on makeup. Stuff. Or, for example, still moving food. That's something I had to get used to for sure. Taking off your shoes and things, though. Awesome. I love taking off my shoes before I enter places. I love seeing sexy K-pop idols everywhere. The third thing my Korean lifestyle has taught me is that I am really old. I am old. And not just because I'm teaching a bunch of students who elementary students who they're like, oh, 아줌마, 할머니, 선생님. And I'm like, kid. Yeah. But no, literally, like I'm actually 2 years older here. So in the States I'm 22, here I'm actually 24 because I was a year old when I was born, and I was born in December, which means that as soon as it switched over, I gained another year, so I'm actually 24. I am ancient in Korea. But with age comes wisdom. So Korea makes me wiser. And then, okay, another thing that I've learned here, another thing the Korean lifestyle has taught me is how to communicate with your students. You know, back in the States, when I was substitute teaching, I thought you just, you know, talk to them like an adult and treat them with respect. And that's true. Here you do the same thing. But here you also need to know how to talk about K-pop. Yeah. So, for example, K-pop and K-dramas will get you very far with students. Doesn't matter if they're boys or girls, like, they all know K-pop. So, for example, here would be a typical conversation that I might have with my 4th grade girls. They bring these fans that have like their favorite boy bands on them, and so they'll be fanning themselves, and they'll look over at me and be like, "Teacher, do you like," shows fan, "B1A4? No, I don't really like B1A4. I like Big Bang." And they're like, "Oh yeah, I like G-Dragon. He's cute." I'm like, G-Dragon looks like a girl. I like Top." They're like, "Oh, Top is lame. I like this person and that person." I'm like, hey, don't be hating on my bands." And then I get in altercations and fist fights with 4th graders. Because no one is better than Top. Except for Rain. Maybe that guy from In Black. You know, let's just not talk about this anymore. But seriously, if you know like K-pop and K-dramas, you can actually communicate with your students just using like band names and gestures. And it's a great way to connect with them. And the last thing that I would say is, in all seriousness, if there's anything that Korean lifestyle has taught me, it's how to be sweet and kind and helpful. Like, everybody here has just been so helpful. My recruiting company has been helpful. Ajumas on the side of the street are helpful to me. My co-teacher is so helpful. Even my students are actually really sweet. They'll like sweep the floor for no reason, even if they don't, want to get candy or something. They're just really kind, and it kind of rubs off on you. Like, it's just such a gracious country. And I strongly suggest coming here. I think it's a fantastic opportunity. I really love it here. I love teaching. I love the food. I love the transportation. Like, easy transportation is really cool. But yeah, if there's just one thing that my Korean lifestyle has taught me, it's even if somebody comes to your country and they don't speak a word of your language, even if they're trying to learn like I am, to be gracious to us is really cool, and I thank Korea for that. So, that's it. I'll see you guys later, and yeah, signing out. Seriously, you can do what you want.